G'day, my fellow media collectors, and welcome to the Comic Book Movie Collector's Guide, your show about collecting all things superhero cinema. I'm your host, Troy, and today we have my monthly collection update. So what do you say we see what I picked up for the month of February 2023? Let's get into it. Okay, first lot I have for you, and as a lot of you know, I've mentioned in my previous videos, I have a list of everything I collect, and I'm always collecting information to make the list up of what is comic book related or superhero related. And as you know, I updated it, and a lot of extra stuff like Casper there. The last couple of months I've been picking up a lot of Casper. Well, some other new ones that I've added to my list are Zorro, Tarzan and Dick Tracy, some old classics that I probably should have had in the list prior, as Tarzan and Zorro are your OG superheroes, which I never really knew that, but with some research found out they're pretty much your OG superheroes before your Supermans, Batmans and everything else. So I've added all them, and of course, what does that mean? I've started looking for those DVDs as well, and I have a bit of a Zorro lot at the moment. So I'll start off with the first one, and that is The Mark of Zorro. This is the 1920s one on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $15.13. So got a little bit of a discount on that too. I think I got it for about 18 bucks, managed to get him down a few coins. So this is the 1920s. This is one of the earliest, shall you say, superhero movies you can get. I think it's silent too. I don't think it's actually, yeah. Yeah, and very happy to get this brand new DVD too, not even second hand. So I'm very happy to get that one. I'm curious to see what it's like, actually, like to see what 1920 cinema's like. I've seen a bit of the 1940 stuff, which is always a bit weird and funny and campy at times, as opposed to what we're used to. But yeah, 1920s, can't say what that's like. Next one I've got, speaking of 1940s, is The Mark of Zorro, the 1940s one on DVD, and I got this off eBay for a whopping $3.14. That's including postage, and this is a special edition 2-disc set, brand new. Honestly, the guy was literally giving it away. Now, I'm curious to watch this one too. I always love some of this old cinema. It's just great to see what they used to do back in the day. But yeah, same thing again. I don't know if it's like a reboot of the original or whatever. I don't think they were really doing reboots back then. But yeah, Mark of Zorro, point two, shall we say, for the 1940s. And the next one I got, this one is a comedy, a Zorro The Gay Blade on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $5. That's a good price for that. I've seen that be around the $15, $20 mark, and when this guy had it for $5, I snaffled it up real quick. This is the one with George Hamilton, where he plays, there's Zorro, and then the gay version of himself, which is his brother, who has to step in for him when he hurts himself. Hence, Zorro The Gay Blade. A bit of a 80s comedy? 81, there you go. Probably wouldn't fly today with the way things are, but yeah, curious to give that one a watch. Hopefully it'll be a bit of a laugh. But anyway, so that is The Mark of Zorro from 1920, Mark of Zorro from 1940, and Zorro The Gay Blade on a DVD. Okay, next few I have for you, and the first one I have is Buck Rogers on a DVD, and I got this on eBay for $8.50. That's a pretty good buy for that, and that is the Buck Rogers serial from, sorry as I look down, 1940s, 1950s. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but around the same time as Flash Gordon was pretty big at the time as well. So they did the old Buck Rogers as well. Curious to see what that one's like. Looks very different, shall we say. You always love, like, the olden times, how they see the future, and yeah, it's not real crash. So yeah, curious to see that one, like the old Buck Rogers. And the next one I have for you is The Legend of Tarzan on Blu-ray, and I got this off eBay for $5. Yeah, from what I've heard, not a great movie. Hence why I could pick it up for $5, because no one really wants it. Not that I've seen it, so I can't really say. But yeah, I can't remember this doing well at the box office. And yeah, as you can say, the sales aren't really there. No one's really bought it. But you know, probably not the Probably not the time for a reboot of Tarzan just yet, but you know, I gave it a crack. Didn't really come up short, shall we say. Anyway, so that is Buck Rogers on DVD and The Legend of Tarzan on Blu-ray. Okay, next couple I have for you, and the next one is this one's based off a graphic novel. This is Road to Perdition, I think that's how you pronounce it, on DVD, and I got this off eBay for, yes, a whopping $3.99. You can get this for anywhere between $3.99 to $3.99. Shitloads of copies out there for this. I don't know if it's any good or not, but yeah. Based off a graphic novel from what I only just recently found out about that actually. I've seen the movie, not actually seen the movie, but I've seen the movie for sale, but I didn't realise it was based off a graphic novel until I did some research lately and come across it. So I thought, oh, for $3.99, do it for the collection. Bit of Tom Hanks. God, he pops up in everything, doesn't he? He's in everything bar a shit sandwich, fair dinkum. Anyway, so that's that one. And the next one, and this is because of my good friend Rob over at Roberto Nero Superheroes, I had to buy this one. And that is The Amazing Bulk on DVD. And I got this off eBay from the UK for $22.78. I was about to say 75. Yeah, look, that's actually a good price for me. I know you overseas, you'll probably get it a lot cheaper. But yeah, as I always say, postage, import fees, all that rubbish. Yeah, so $22 is actually a good price for that. And let's face it, the only reason I bought that is because Rob wanted me to do a review. And if you look back a couple of weeks, you will see my review of this movie. My God, what can I say about this piece of rubbish? Oh my God. The worst superhero movie ever to be put onto DVD, that's for sure. Great for a laugh in that sense of like how bad this thing is. Anyway, thanks Rob. Anyway, so that's Road to Perdition and The Amazing Bulk on DVD. Okay, next view I have for you, and getting some more Walking Dead in here. So the next one I have for you is The Fear of the Walking Dead Season 3 on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $11. Like I've been telling you for months, the interest of The Walking Dead has really worn off. I know they're doing another spin-off series on TV, but it's not as popular as it used to be, and everyone's offloading DVDs left, right, and center. So picking up your collection of Walking Dead or Fear of the Walking Dead, now's the time to buy it. As I said, $11 for that, and you've seen some of the great pickups I've had in the last few months. So definitely, if you're after Walking Dead, now's the time to start buying it, because you can get yourself some really good copies at a really good price. And the next one I have for you is Pennyworth Season 2 on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $12.80. Pretty damn good buy there. I think I talked the lady down a couple of bucks too. This thing's really holding its value. If you're out there trying to get a hold of a copy, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. As honestly, every time I search for this, it's always still around the 15 to 20 to 25 buck mark for season 1 and 2. Still really holding its value. I don't know why. It's one of those mysteries of the world you'll never solve. But yeah, along come this lady, had a bit of a chat to her, managed to get it down to a reasonable price, and very happy indeed. So now I've got season 1 and 2. Just got to wait for number 3 when it eventually comes out. So that is Fear of the Walking Dead Season 3 and Pennyworth Season 2 on DVD. So next few I have for you, and as I've said before about updating my list, getting some new stuff. I've got some other new stuff coming up next that I forgot about. Some real great stuff, but this time we're going with some Dick Tracy, and I have Dick Tracy Returns on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $20. Now this is the serial back from, sorry as I look down again, 1938. So there was a run of Dick Tracy stuff there for a while. He was hugely popular in the comic book strips in the newspapers, and they had a run of movies, serials, all that type of stuff across about the 1930s to 40s. So there's a bit of this stuff to actually collect, and you've seen before I've picked up some other Dick Tracy stuff, so now I'm starting to hit these serials and stuff and sort of go back that back catalogue. So this is Dick Tracy Returns. That's not a bad price actually, $20. I talked the guy down $5 actually. it's funny, this a couple of these serials are holding their value out there. I don't know if it's due to the fact that they're a little rarer or whatever reason, but yeah, yeah, $20, not too bad. I'd probably a little more than I wanted to pay, but like I said, trying to get complete the Dick Tracy collection. So sometimes you gotta splurge that little extra. The next one is another Dick Tracy one, and it's Dick Tracy's G-Men on DVD, and I got this for $15. Same thing, 15 chapters of a serial, 2-disc set. Yeah, so I'm not sure why. I would have thought they would have been roughly the same price, but he had this cheaper. Same thing again, I actually talked him down. So 20 for this, 25 for this, got him down to 20 and 15. Happy to unload him, and I was happy to pick him up. Like I said, still probably a little more than I want to pay for these older ones, but you know, like I said, it's for the collection. There's not much you can do. So anyway, that is a Dick Tracy Returns and a Dick Tracy's G-Men. Okay, last lot I have for you. And when I was talking about fixing up my list, there was one other I forgot, and that is the Lone Ranger. He is up there with the Zorros and Tarzans as far as OG superheroes concerned. And I would never have thought to put him in there, but like I said, I did some research, and he's pretty classed as one of those, kind of like your Batman, I suppose, like your early Batman, like this vigilante out there doing his bit, blah, 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 in a costume as such. So technically, yeah, he comes under it, which I was quite surprised with. And anyway, that brings me to this, which is The Lone Ranger, the 50s TV show. This is season 1 to 4 in this beautiful set, as I'll show you there. And I got this, this is a DVD obviously, and I got this off eBay for $55. Now, this is the Australian release. There is a UK release out there that has all 5 seasons. It's a special edition one, and it is like $200 to $300 because it's got a little extra to it, and it has all of the episodes. Now, this is a 24-disc set. There was a lot of episodes. This was very popular in its time. I'll just quickly, as I'll show you the back there, I love how they put a bit of effort into this. This is fantastic. And if I open it up, I'll just put that aside. So they're the discs. Season 1's on 2 lots of disc. Season 1's on 2 lots of disc. Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4. And I'll tell you what, there are some weight in them. There's 6 discs in each. That's going to look nice on the shelf, actually. I can't wait to put them up. And of course the back with like the wanted poster and stuff, they've put a bit of effort. I'll just have a look at the discs for you as well. Whoop, that one's popped out. Should have been ready. This is brand new too, like not even second hand. I had to crack it out of the plastic. Look at that. Some nice stuff. They've put some real effort into it, and when someone puts some effort into these things, I don't mind paying that little extra for them. So that is that. And of course, on the Lone Ranger theme, what would be not complete without, that's right, it comes to this time of the show where it's the bargain of the month. That's right, and the bargain of the month is the Lone Ranger Season 5 set on DVD, and I got this off eBay from the UK for $46.75. Now, you might be like, geez, that's one season, $46, that's not much of a bargain. No, it isn't in cost-wise, but it is, I suppose it is and it isn't. Like I said, there is a set where you can get all 5 seasons. It's like $200-300. Now, here in Australia, you can get the season, so that's every episode of season 1 to 4. There is another version, which I'll, if I remember right, I'll put it up there hopefully. There's an Australian version that has what they call the Lone Ranger in colour. Those ones are in black and white. This is in colour. And it only has 3/4 of the episodes, which is a bit strange. I don't know why you wouldn't put all of it out, considering you put all the episodes out of season 1 to 4, that sense. But it's called Lone Ranger in colour, and it only has 3/4 of the season. It's missing episodes, where this British version has every episode from season 5. So to get the complete lot, unfortunately, you need to go and buy this one, hence why I did. But in saying that, yet again, I'm not that disappointed about spending a little bit of cash. This is a great set. It is second hand. You can see it's a little scuffed around the edges, but this is like a fake leather. Like, how cool is that? Like, to feel it, it looks like leather. It looks like a leather case. That's really such a great touch. And of course, here we go. As they say there, the color episodes. And I remember watching that as a kid on reruns. Comes with a little booklet. Look at that. That is awesome. I really like this set. I really like it all, actually. I remember watching the Lone Ranger color episodes on reruns back when I was like 5 or 6. I remember even having the action figure. Like, he had a bit of a resurgence back there in the early 80s. So yeah, very happy to grab all of them as well. So that is Lone Ranger Season 1 to 4 and Lone Ranger Season 5 on DVD. Hey, so if you like that and you want to see some more of my collection updates, why don't you click that one there? Or maybe you want to see some of my reviews. Got you covered too. Why don't you click that one there? And of course, don't forget to do the most important thing. Throw me a bat like. Don't forget to hit that subscription button on the way out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.